tell you, man, they got us so messed up.
I never heard it like that before, but yeah,
So we clog. I'm saying that
Yeah.
the system is not turning
Yeah.
like it's supposed to.
yeah,
And we just clogged up. We supposed to high energy.
mm. Wow.
But we eating this food, we can't digest it because we wasn't made to do that.
yeah. Look at me.
Really, they tell you that the herbs is
Yeah.
for the healing of the nation.
Yeah.
You know. And we eat more dead food than we eat live food.
Right.
So we're not living that long.
Right.
And when we do, we suffer.
And then black people are the only ones that's really eating that stuff like that. Because
No,
I mean, me
people-
personally, I mean,
People all over the place. eat
all over
dog.
the place. But black people, we have a tendency of eating like pork, swine. I mean, like
Because that's what we were brought up.
you know, we eat some chillings. We eat hog maw. We eat
Man.
anything that any beast of the field that we see fit. We'll do that. You know, and I feel like
But it's not.
it was just something that was given to us, basically.
That's what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
throughout generations. I mean, like greens is like that. Who's to say that greens is good for us? I don't know for a fact that I don't know.
Where it come from?
It's vegetation.
Yeah, it come from the earth.
But also pop.
But look, check this out. If you just sit up and look at the way nature operates,
Right.
it'll show you what's going on. All these animals get their food from what comes up out the earth.
Yeah.
It's been like that from day
Mhm.
one.
Mm-hmm.
See? So if you look at it, at least you learn that that's where you need to get your food from.
Right.
What come out the earth.
Right.
You know, and it'll create the energy that'll get us back rotating and getting
Right.
back in touch with the
Right.
earth.
Right.
But that's on the food level.
Right.
See.
Right.
As long as we eating death,
No, we can't live.
you are what you eat, right?
You're
See,
right.
so you start losing
Right.
your godly instinct.
Only my folks. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's real. That's real.
But you know, it's not. You know, it's not one of our traits. It's not
Yeah.
something that
Yeah.
we own up to it now because we fall victim for it.
Mm-hmm.
Because all we do, check this out. We look at a screen all day, and it's a program.
Yeah.
So it's got us programmed. That's what it's all about. And they
Mhm.
keep tossing you around and say, okay, let's get back to our regular program.
Right. No.
They're telling you
Right,
to be
right,
a program.
You're right.
They're telling you that.
Right.
So they give
Right.
they give us these commercials.
Right.
You be sitting up, man, be past midnight. You gotta go get a dozen donuts.
Yep. You're right. Yep.
When years ago you look up, see that star. Ooh, wow. That star. It may not be no star after all. See, you science up on what's going on out there.
Mm-hmm.
Now they got us reduced to grease. Gods to dogs.
Mm-hmm. That's not good.
Oh man, see,
That's not
you know,
good.
see, so like what I'm saying is, somebody gotta break the goddamn cycle.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And
So that's why this shit keep
You
rotating.
know what? But that's why I reach out to brothers like you, because not every father is like you. They not. Not every father or brother or uncle or anything that you could possess in that type of language. They not like you. I mean, we got peoples out here, man, that just don't give a damn.
Yeah.
I mean, and then when the youth is looking up to them, they feel like, don't look up to me because I'm not your role model, and I don't know what to tell you. And then they go out repeatedly and do some crazy, strange stuff in front of these people, in front of these kids, that's unhumanitarian, and think like it's just the thing to do. this is just a way of life, and this is just a way of living. That's me personally. I grew up with a family. We sat around the table, like the table right there. If that was like to the wall right there, my grandma, my grandfather, a little wider than that. We sat at the table, we prayed, and we hold hands, and we sat there. We didn't have no TVs, and you know what I'm saying. And my mom sat there, my uncles, everybody sat there. We didn't have nothing but TVs. We had no TVs, and we sat there. We prayed, and we sit there, and when we had the discussion at dinner, it was just us interacting with each other. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nobody shaving off, no conversation from down here, from this end of the table. It was never none of that. It was just everybody was talking across the table, and all the food on the table, and the whole get down. And I caught the last. And I'm 34 years old. I caught the last ending of that. And right now to today.
But you can tell, that you got it because you got that family orientation.
Right, because I don't feel like I need to go have kids by all these different women. I don't feel like I have to go out there and assert myself throughout the world and just do some crazy stuff. I don't feel like that, and I will never do that because that's not me. That's why me and this dude do how we do it, because it's not us. We don't deal on that type of that
out there hunting.
Yeah, we don't deal like that.
Trying to get some trophies.
Man, I can tell your son something, and he'll look at me and be like, "Oh man," and he'll make a joke out of it, and it'd be funny to me. And we're like, "Oh, we never think about it again, though." And then be like, "Oh, okay, well that's that. It's nothing." But when I first met your son, I promised God on my soul, he was a cat like me, and that's why we still 100 today. And that was over 10 years ago. And I know a lot of people that came in and out of my life over 10 years ago. I swear to God. And they're not there no more.
Yeah.
This dude, I swear to God, it's just been like that, genuine. If I do something wrong you don't like, he'll tell me. And I respect that. And vice versa. And it never be nothing like, oh, you can go home and be like, oh, I don't like that cat no more because this, that, and the other, and whoa. And then you lose respect for a person and you never talk to him again no more. It's never been that. And he's told me, Tay, you, oh man, my bad. We go boop, wow. It's never thought of again, and it's never nothing again. Never. That's a genuine love. God put those types together. If you ask me, I swear to God, that's my dog.
Well, see, that's what happens. You start attracting what you desire.
Cool.
Because you got, you got people, I know I got a lot of them, that what they sit up and attract a whole lot of negativity.
Oh my goodness, Lord.
I don't care where they at.
And they
They can just
you.
called it up.
Right, man. Right.
And I say, man, don't you know, if you just reverse that crap,
Right.
you be a whole lot better.
Right. And then on top of that, people spend a lot of time spending more majority of the time thinking and harboring negative thoughts more than anything positive. If 10% of negative thought can abolish 50 to 65% of positive thought in your head. I don't know why down here on earth, but negativity can destroy you. Period. It can destroy you. And what it has nothing to do with nothing. But positive energy, which we don't have a lot around. Oh, for sure, Ziggy.
Get back to the youngins.
Saturday, baby.
Good seeing you, sir.
Oh man,
Good seeing you.
Very good seeing you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
No problem.
But positive energy,
Appreciate it, my brother.
always
I'm gonna have to come out there
and always
do
gonna
some project.
Definitely.
it's always gonna make sure
Yeah, I'm
everything's
somewhere with you.
okay. Because
Definitely.
it has
I
something
need
to do
to,
with
I
whatever.
need you to come
power
get down and get on
it
some of this
has something
new
to do
project
with
I
that.
got.
And not
Speak to the
everybody
Streets.
possesses that.
See,
Definitely.
Not everybody possesses that.
Just let me know, man. You know, you be in and out of town.
visualize the
Shoot,
scale.
only when it's
Mhm.
I get out here when I can, like,
You got positive
Tonight.
and negative. Right?
Mm-hmm. I love you, bro.
Alright,
Same
G.
energy
You
on
know,
the
have a good
scale.
night. All right, G.
When you get too far over here, it start tilting like this.
Mm-hmm. It's all skills.
And, you know what I'm saying? So it's really all the same energy,
Mm-hmm.
the same power and everything,
Mm-hmm.
positive and negative.
Mm-hmm.
So the real key is to work them together
Right.
instead of, claiming one is over the other. Like
Right.
negativity can kill you, and
Right. Right.
look at it like I'm always having to keep it balanced.
Right.
Sometimes when it starts tilting, see, because of the way you intercommunicate,
Right. Right.
you know when it's time to balance.
And that's your son.
See, it's all about a balance.
That's your son.
And working that
I can,
energy together.
you know what, Pop? I can be mad and I can be very pissed off about something, and he may be way across the globe over there working or whatever the case is. When he come though, and I'm sitting up, I'm talking to him, and we laughing, and we just send some old corky bags or whatever the case may be, and instead of I go up in the joint, well, I was just pissed off at about these dudes up in here. I don't even feel that no more. And then when I get up in there, me and him joke a little bit, and we all just look at each other, and everybody laughter again. But you got some individuals that like to stir up all this type of craziness and all this type of stuff. And I thank God that those individuals just not around us. We got the better end of the stick, and I thank God for people like you, because in fact, you taught him for one thing, and he's taught me, and and et cetera. It's like a big old circle of love. But at the same token, how to get rid of negative, unpositive energy. For real.
we
Because
talk about something big right there, but
that dude right there,
it's a
that's my dog.
That's an everlasting
But
mission right there.
I always bother that dude.
Yeah.
But
Man,
you don't really, you don't really get rid of it.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
math.
It's-
You
it's
can't get
always
rid of
there.
math.
yeah.
You always got add and
Because if you don't
subtract.
have your guards up,
Right, you said that earlier.
that should have come back on you
Yeah,
and control you.
right,
And you say,
Right.
man,
right,
that sucker ain't been in me for 5 years.
right. But it's always great to have somebody right there that can correct you at any times or always the cost, period. Hey, man, you already know what's in. Oh man, yeah, you right. And you go back home to your regular, things, and that's just good. That's my MF.
Sometimes.
Yeah, that's my boy. Yeah, sometimes everybody got their days, but when he got his days, I don't know why, but I laugh at him. I don't know why. He be a little bit upset or whatever the case may be, and I've never seen him too upset too many days. But when he do come and he had these type of, I can't even explain it, but
It's
just be these auras all over the place,
It's the balance.
and it's just like, what the hell? And it's funny to me. I don't know why. You're like, oh, you ain't listen to me. You ain't listen to me. And it works out to it works itself out to where it be something like that. To where next time I see him, man, I try to talk to you, man. You was laughing at me. You must have been drunk or something like that, but I just don't get that type of energy from him. Never. Never. He can be trying to talk to me about some real stuff. And maybe sometime, maybe I do be wrong sometime. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe I am guilty sometime. Maybe I should say some smart stuff sometime, but a lot of the time, he's so positive, I don't feel like nothing is wrong with him. I really, and we all human beings, everything be wrong with somebody sometime or another. But I just feel like He's so positive. I don't think nothing's
You,
wrong with
you know what happened? You know what happened
You sure?
is
him. Whatever.
See,
I almost cuss. See,
you
shut
can
it out.
be you can be with your brother, and you just might get up that morning out balanced,
Right.
and things just saying, you know, well, you should have stayed home when you got out, and you got, you know, so sometimes he may be in another place,
Yeah.
and y'all hook that energy up, and before you know it, you
Right.
done circulated it, and
Right.
you done got his strength, and you know,
Right.
and it's circulating,
Yeah.
and that's that positivity
Yeah.
you talk about.
Yeah. And it be
It's
a
like
whole
your
lot of-
battery was down,
Right.
and his was, and both of y'all charged each other up.
Right.
See,
Right.
That's the way it's
Right.
supposed to be.
Right. Because he always.
Because if you didn't
Yeah.
track it like that,
Yeah.
you get bubbled.
Right.
Always
right.
starting shit
Right.
somewhere and
Right.
causing a problem. Now you
Right.
got to deal with this stuff. He done blew you way, look, blood pressure, triple.
Told me some stuff I shouldn't even know. Now I'm on one, and he over there on one. Yeah,
So it's
you know
like
what?
having
Yeah,
blood transfusion.
Right.
And y'all
right.
done mix it up.
Depending on the
Absolutely.
person, that shit happen
Absolutely.
too.
That's true.
Real
That is
quick,
true.
like depending on whoever the
That
person
is
is.
true.
But
They
see,
might say the
when
wrong
you
thing,
start
and you just be
seeing-
like,
That
hold
is
up.
true.
when you start seeing each other like that,
Man, or they
Yeah.
might not even have to say nothing.
how can you
You
hate
leave the whole
Where
vibe.
they
Right.
hate at?
Right.
See, people don't elevate themselves to that level.
Right. Absolutely. Because I'm like, your son, what you said, how could you hate somebody with the situation being it's like that? I told this bald head dude,
Because
ain't
you are,
nothing you can do to piss me off.
but the thing is y'all the same because
Nothing.
you inhale and he exhale.
Right.
So we all, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
The whole planet is one.
Right. We just talked about that earlier. I'm like,
And
this
people waste
dude-
their time because they can't adjust to it.
Right. And a lot of people get mad about that too. Because they want the situation to be like that, but I didn't go into a friendship with my boy right here on no faulty heart, no passed up heart, or nothing, no ulterior motives. I went in straight love. And a lot of people they figure like, well, how these dudes are so tight like this? Because and they be around too. Well, why can't I be, get down with these dudes like they get down with each other? It don't have anything to do with that. It has something to do with your spirit. To me,
See, yeah. And it's energy with your spirit. But it's what certain people do to certain people.
Yeah.
And if their magnetism is strong enough, they seem to
Mm-hmm.
come together.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So this is the way it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's the law of attraction.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it operates.
You a smart man, dude. You a smart man, dude.
Well,
Oh my goodness. Give me some 5 on that, brother.
see,
You a smart man, dude. You a smart man.
you just have to look at life like that.
Yeah.
Anything to take you from one level
This
to
show, daddy, nigga. I mean, not nigga, but sorry.
I am a nigger.
I almost slapped on top of the head like this. I keep.
No, I am a nigger.
Pops. Wow.
You stupid.
Man, I got a pops, man. He had me with 13, man. He been in another jail. He going crazy.
Stupid. Hey, you stupid.
But wait a minute. He's a smart dude sometimes. But he chooses to do some crazy stuff. And I look at him sometimes like, is you gonna do that? Is you crazy? No, I'm serious. This is my father though. This is my father.
Every
And I
individual different.
cannot tell you how many times he's done some stuff, and I've been like, wow, I can't believe you did that. I just really can't. I'm 13 years younger than you, Trinity, but I cannot believe you did that. How could you do that? And you got a mom and a daddy. You done moved out on my mama a long time ago and then slept with her friend. And we supposed to just be like, I guess that's what life is gonna be about or something. We had to pick up life on our own and choose how it was supposed to be. Me and my sister. And she 11 months younger than me. But she's so far, so great. Got a nice store over off of Crenshaw in Manchester. She's doing her thing. Had it for a few years. She making good money. I'm a long-short casual. You know, I don't make that much money, but when I go, I'll make a nice piece of change, whatever the case may be. But God set it up to where it'll be great for us and great talents amongst us both. But at the same time, and my parents, wow. My mama do good, but my dad, I don't know what the hell is wrong with him. Now, if I had somebody telling me some stuff like this, and with what I had, and what I was trying to do.
Remember what I told you a while back? About, oh shit.
No. You were telling me about some stuff back, going back, and rekilling the spaces. I'm gonna remember in a minute. I just got also so overwhelmed with some other stuff, but
I said break the cycle.
break
Somebody
the,
gotta
yeah,
break.
okay, break the cycle. But the cycle been broke to me,
See,
personally.
you learn a lot.
Yeah, I did. I had no
That's what I'm
choice.
If
I
you
had no
really
choice.
learn what you learned, you'd be following that. And you would do the same thing for your generation.
Right, but I didn't have no choice because to me,
That's what I'm saying.
to me, when I grew up, we grew up on Juniper in Watts, and like I think it was maybe 4 or 5 families living in a 3-4 bedroom house, and all of us, and all my cousins, all of us, we grew up like brothers and sisters. Excuse me. We didn't grow up like cousins, like spread all out and all that type of stuff. We went to 92nd Street School, and the whole year down, and all of us, we just really did that. But some of my mama sisters chose to go up to Riverside or whatever the case may have been, and do their thing. And my mama chose to stay down here with us and live with my great grandma and do this, that, and the other. So when they were chosen to do that, didn't happen but the same thing. Mama came down here, she went to school, she got a job at LA Times. My dad was in jail, of course, and did some things and was trying to teach us, and she used to take us to nice neighborhoods every night. In Beverly Hills, Santa Monica, Century City, Westwood. This is how you guys want to live. You don't want to live nothing more. Grab something, a hold that God got blessed for you, and live over here and raise your kids over here. And I'm not saying that something is wrong with poor. The same speech. I'm not saying something is wrong with poor people, because we are poor people. But being that we are poor people, I want y'all to be better than poor people. You know what I'm saying? Give and whatever you possibly can to them, but just know there's a better life than sitting over everybody's projects, shooting and killing and gang banging. And I know she was talking to me though. So she did this a lot of times. I mean, throughout my whole my elementary years, like I was 4th grade, kindergarten on up to that. She always done that. So when I got of age, I've always wanted a big old fancy car and a nice fancy job. I worked for law firms and had big old Lexuses and all this stuff. Cause that's just what she instilled in us. And my sister, she took it and ran. I mean, she doing her thing, which I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? But she always blessed people that she give back to. You know what I'm saying? At the same token, my father, he's the same way, but he just got the jailhouse mentality. But he had the same kind of get down. But I say that to say this: God has blessed us and turned our seed into something else immaculate. My father had other kids too, but all of them feel the same way. They love beautiful things. But the same token, I feel like I don't know if I'm saying this right. I could be. I don't know if I'm saying this wrong or right, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I feel like more unity should have been pressed against us than material. If you understand what I'm saying. Because my sister got a lot of material. I went through a phase in my life to where I thought everything was going to be okay with material. And I've always had material, things and great jobs and a whole bunch of good stuff. But I fell off. My sister stayed afloat. I slept in my car a few times in front of my sister's house. And this is a wide house. And I couldn't go back to my mama a few times. She had married again, and me and her husband didn't get along. This is a 5-bedroom house, and it's just my mama and him. And I slept in my car. You know, things of that nature, and things that I had to go through. And now that I'm at the age that I am now, it's like, wait a minute, you know, what's going on with this? Because this shouldn't happen, and this shouldn't have happened. And now I'm over here, and I've been married before, Pop, and man, her relationship didn't work out. And then she took my kids from me. Never cheated on her, never put another woman in the eyesight of her, never, none of that. But things happen, and I caught the short end of the stick. I mean, the short end of the stick. And I'm still wondering, like, why did this happen? Sleeping in my car, Pop. And I'm like, why? How did this happen? God always come through, though. Don't get me wrong. He blesses it to where it be, you know, okay. And I don't be hungry. You can tell that. But stuff happens in my life to where it's right on time. And it's right in the nick of stuff. But at the same time, everybody around me doing what it's supposed to do. And I've called myself doing, trying to do stuff here and trying to do stuff there and the whole get down. But I'm catching the short end of the stick constantly.
See, and you can tell by what you're saying that you know what the problem is.
Mm-hmm.
You broke that down.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. It's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's doing it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
See, you're always going to be forced with decisions.
Mm-hmm.
And you're always going to have to stay on top and control yourself to make the right decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got all this energy. And sometimes you can throw it away, seem like, just by making the wrong decision.
Right.
At the wrong or right time.
Right. Right.
You know. So your mind is always clicking.
Mm-hmm.
And you've had to make decisions from childhood.
Mm-hmm.
Am I going to accept that as the gospel? Pop acting crazy and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Am I going to take it in
Mm-hmm.
and do that, or I'm going to learn from it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right.
You know, and you learn and you identify. So
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
You see, the more you talk it, the more information comes out.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what people sit you on the couch for.
Mm-hmm.
With the tablet.
Mm-hmm.
See,
Well, I'm on the couch, you on the couch too.
they make a lot of money
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And see, the real secret is, if you watch the way they work you,
Mm-hmm.
you can get more information by yourself. Say walking or on the track or
Right,
something. Just
right.
walking and talking to
Right.
yourself.
Right. Top it over with yourself.
And
That's the
you
best
build
motivation.
that
Yeah.
right relationship,
Yeah.
and stuff start coming out.
Yeah.
In other words, you're challenging yourself
Right. No, I
all
hear
the
you.
time.
I hear you.
Because
I
that's
hear you.
what you do anyway.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you start taking on your daddy's ways.
Right. Right. And I ain't.
And you've always been able to keep that balance. I ain't taking.
I ain't doing that.
But he dropped. You watch him make so many mistakes.
Right.
You don't have to make it.
And my grandfather.
You
Yeah.
don't have to make it.
Yeah. And I won't, because I don't even know why. But I remember stuff like when I was 2 years old. I remember stuff when I was 1.
Me too.
I remember stuff when I was 5th grade. I mean, just little stuff that a kid shouldn't remember. I remember everything. If somebody even brought it up, I remember that. It'll go right back somewhere up in there, and it'll be like a flash, like a Rolodex, and it'll go right there.
When I was
And I remember it.
when I was 2 years old, you know where I
I'm all ears, Pop.
lived? And I still have memory of it.
I'm all ears.
Out there where you talking about, basically, there were projects on Central, where the park is.
Mm-hmm.
Ted Watkins Park?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You see, there used to be projects.
Okay.
And I used to live there until they tore it down and extended, took all the apartments out.